Dobra Veche, Divine Pisces, 222. Clear. It is Wednesday, September 9th, 2020. It is the 9-9 portal today. Yeah, I just feel, endings, right? Cycles coming to an end, to make way for new beginnings, new cycles to begin. And that's kind of what this last moon, this Pisces moon, was about. Was releasing what no longer serves you. Get rid of things that don't work anymore, right? Getting rid of karma that's weighing you down. Getting rid of, whatever. Okay. And I feel like a lot of us right now, we are ending cycles. A lot of us are stepping away from things. We're clearing karma. We're purging, maybe even literally like physically purging, like getting rid of things in your house, and I feel this like mixed anxiety but excitement kind of energy coming in. It's like, oh no, we're ending things, And even if you were in a situation that wasn't the best one for you, it's still something that was familiar, it's comfortable, it's, something that And I feel like there's like almost this forced sad feeling, like you feel like you have to be sad that something is ending, so therefore you're kind of like conflicted on whether you even should be, happy, because I feel like some of you are really relieved. Some of you are feeling relief. You're feeling happy. You're feeling, like, oh, thank God that's over, right? Like, for example, I know I told you guys yesterday, I finally put in my notice at a job, and thank you guys so much for the well wishes. I really do appreciate that. It's very nice of you guys. And it's like, I put in 5 years of this company, like almost exactly 5 years. Like, I just celebrated my 5th year anniversary on the 24th of last month. And I've come a long way with this company. I worked my way all the way to as far as I possibly could get with this company within 5 years, because I'm a hard worker. That's what I do. So, I put in a lot of time, a lot of effort, but, I wasn't treated very well, unfortunately. There were plenty of times that I wanted to leave, that I just wanted to throw in the towel, and it was like I was trying to find my way out, and it wasn't landing in my lap like it should have, or like I felt like it should have. But then things, it's like I had to stay in this area for a reason, right? I had to take things in stride. I had to do one thing at a time, And the reason it wasn't working out for me to get out of that, that place I was in, I wasn't finding the opportunity to get out of that place I was in. It's because it wasn't meant to happen yet. Like, when it was meant to happen, that's when it happened, and it did. And now it's like, okay, I'm moving on to the next stage. But at the same time, it's like, I do have friends at that job. I have people who work, under me, who I'm going to miss very much. People that I've coached, for years, who, have been there for, I've been there basically for as long as they have, or longer, And so it's just like, there's this bittersweet feeling, And I feel like that's kind of where a lot of you are. You're like, oh yes, finally I'm ending a cycle. But at the same time, it's like, of course, you're gonna clear. There's gonna be, I wouldn't say regret necessarily, but I do feel that, some of you are, yeah, conflicted. It's like you want to be happy that you have a new beginning coming, but you're gonna miss some things, right? And I think it's important to keep yourself in a good state of mind when you're starting a new beginning, because I think a lot of times we get these opportunities and, we start stressing about things. We thought, oh my gosh, this is new. And we start thinking about all the eventualities, and then we end up manifesting a negative outcome, right? So I think it's important that we stay in a good energy, especially with, I know, guys, I've been talking about how, there's something that's coming in October. And I do feel that, like, maybe around the 10-10 portal, which, of course, 10-10, that's the beginning of a new cycle. That's the ending and the beginning, right? Alpha and the Omega. So I do feel whatever ball is going to start rolling is going to start rolling now. Okay. And I do feel that with the release of this karma, I feel two things going to happen here. I feel that some of you are going to embrace your new beginning full force, wholeheartedly. You're going to manifest some great things. And I feel some of you are going to stay stuck and what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, I guess kind of still stuck in a cycle a little bit. You know, and so just be careful because we're always manifesting, okay? So just be careful with your negativity. Be careful with your fear. Don't let fear come into play too much, okay? And most of us can recognize when we're in fear at this point, okay? If you've gone through, you know, awakening after awakening, ascension after ascension, yeah, at this point, you can probably, you know, pick out when you're in fear. There, okay? As far as the masculine energy goes, I mean, masculine energy, a lot of them, they just want control. They just want control, and they're losing control, and they have absolutely no control, and they're starting to realize just how much they've not had control for a really long time. Okay? Some of them thinking they've been in control, like that's been their illusion the entire time, is that they have been in control, when in reality, they've been giving their power away. They've been giving their power away so much. And for some of them, it's in a karmic situation, it's a karmic partner, it's a family member, it's whatever. Some of them, it's themselves. Some of them have been keeping themselves stuck for a really long time, okay? And it's all a mindset, right? A lot of divine masculines, this is the karmic, the cycles that they're ending right now, is the, I guess I would consider it self-abuse, like really clear. And some of them are still in this narcissist thing. They're still blaming other people. A lot of them are still blaming their divine feminine. Some of them are deflecting onto maybe if they have a karmic partner, children, things like that. But there's still a lot of divine feminines out there that are blaming their divine masculine, or they're blaming their divine masculine's karmic. Okay, I've been talking about this for a while, but the narcissism. Okay, guys, you got to be really careful with this narcissism. Okay, just don't let it rule you. Okay, just take responsibility for your shit. Take responsibility for yourself, please. I'm begging you. That is the only way forward. Okay. If you keep yourself stuck in the narcissism, oh, it's not my fault, it's his fault, it's their fault, it's my family's fault, it's my parents' fault, it's, you know, whatever. No, it's not. No, it's not, okay? Your failures are nobody else's fault but yours. I'm sorry. That is just facts, okay? And we talk about quantum physics, and we talk about the thing, you know, how you get out what you put, or you get what you put out. Yeah. Okay? If you put out this failure energy, if you put out this, you know, idea that you're not responsible for anything, you won't be. Do you understand what I'm saying? You won't get anything. You won't get anything. Okay? Except misery. Okay? And if that's what you want, for God's sakes, fine. Stay there. Like, you know, it's my job to talk, to trigger you, to get you to think for yourself, but I can't fix you. I can't fix it for you. Do you see what I'm saying? You have to do it yourself. Clear. There is a lot of stuff coming out now, guys. Like, if you aren't enlightened to the things that are coming to light, then I implore you to do your research, please. There are a lot of things that are coming out as true that I've been saying for quite a while. And it's not necessarily an ego thing for me. It is kind of a vindication, though. I just feel like, yeah, I've been vindicated. But at the same time, it's like, I already knew that. Like, people are, you know, for example, my mom sent me this article, you know, about some things that I told her, you know, a while back. I'm like, it's all going to come out that it's fake. Trust me. And she sent me this article, and I'm like, yeah, I know, I told you that. I already knew. Like, why, clear? Why do you think I didn't know that? I told you, yeah, well, yeah, well, I mean, the thing is like, for some reason, people don't take me seriously, you know? And I know I told you guys about Cleo and how I had a astrological reading with her. She did my chart. Highly recommend checking her out, guys. She's really good. But she talks about how, or she was talking about you know, my entire life, basically, it's like, I know I'm true. I know I'm in my truth. I know what I'm speaking is truth. Okay. But other people don't see me as authentic, even though I am. Other people see me as, you know, whatever they want to see me. 9 times out of 10, it's disingenuous for some reason. People, you know, whenever I tell them something, hey, here's this and here's how to fix it. Oh, no, that's not true. There's no way you know what you're talking about. That's been my entire life. Entire life. Okay. So my challenge has been to know that I'm in my truth and to not let what other people say, you know, deviate me from my truth, right? And I feel like that's a challenge for a lot of us, okay? Especially those of us who are going through awakening or who see things in a different perspective. You know, we're trying to show people, here's how to look at it from my angle, and people are just closed off to it. And it's not necessarily that, you know, it's like they don't want to possibly believe that what you have to say could be true, because they'd rather stick with their illusions, right? And so instead of saying, oh, well, I don't want to look at it that way, they just say, oh, you're crazy. Right? But you know you're not crazy. Okay? So with this 99 portal and the 1010, this is the point I was getting at. Okay? When I've been talking about this for a while about persecution. Okay? There are going to be some of you, like, who are going to come into some knowledge. You're not going to know how you know it. It's like a channel. This happens to me a lot. Like, I'll just start talking about stuff and it's like I just know stuff. I'm claircognizant, or however you want to, I think it's claircognizant, whatever. It's like I just know stuff. It just comes to me, right? But I feel like a lot of you are going to be experiencing that within the next month. You're going to be getting these downloads. You're just going to be getting this, okay, I just know that. I don't know how I know that, but I know that. And you're just going to be like spitting it out. And you're going to get a lot of flack. You're going to get a lot of stuff. You're going to get a lot of persecution for knowing things. Okay? So just be prepared for that, but just know that you know what you're talking about, and it'll be fine. Okay? At this point, like, I just say what I say. If people receive it, great. If not, it's not my problem. Okay? So feminine energy here, yeah. Okay, so, yeah. A lot of divine feminines right now picking up the pieces. And when I say ending cycles, like, some of you, it's like you feel relieved, but at the same time, it's like you feel guilty for feeling relieved. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like you have this built-in mechanism to keep you from feeling joy for some reason. Like, some of you are ending some very painful cycles right now, right? And it's almost like Source literally delivered this to you in a basket. Like, here you go. Here you go. You know, and a lot of you are probably sitting here going, I've been trying to manifest this for a while. Why is this just now happening? Like I said earlier, you know, the same thing with my trying to get away from my job, right? It manifested. It happened when it needed to, when it was time. Same thing happened with me leaving my karmic, you know, it happened when it was supposed to. And I think that's the thing with a lot of divine feminines too, is like, for some reason, we still are programmed to not trust that things are going to work out for the best. It's like we still have to control the situation. And when we release it, when we let go, that's when things happen. But yet we still don't learn that lesson over and over and over again. We still don't learn that lesson. Right? Yeah. Yeah. It's like, this is our power. The power comes when we surrender. Ironically enough, the power comes when we surrender, right? The realization of the power, the understanding of our power and how powerful we actually are comes when we surrender to Source, mainly to Source, but to also to knowing, just to knowing that you know what you're doing. Do you see? And that's incredibly important. And so I do feel a lot of divine feminines are going to be stepping back into their power. I do feel some of you have recognized where you were kind of going in narcissism, you were in fear, you were in whatever, and you're recognizing that now, and you have surrendered, and Source is kind of showing you, literally coming in and say, here you go. You know, now that you've kind of come out of that energy, here you go, remember this. And so it's going to bring a lot of you back to this path, and that's really good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Even if your counterpart's not there, you're getting there, and that's important. Just because your counterpart's going this way doesn't mean you have to. You can go this way too. You can go this way if you want. Okay? It is up to you. And take it as it resonates, guys. It could be either way. All right? It could be masculine. It's really about the energy. Okay. So masculines here, a lot of masculines going through dark night of soul. That's what I'm talking about. I literally just said that. Like, a lot of divine masculines are like losing control and they can't stand it. They hate that they're losing. Look, yeah. Nine of Wands in reverse, Strength in reverse. It's the Strength card in this deck. So, like, yeah, so you have a lot of divine masculines still feeling defeated. Like, some of them just feel so defeated. They feel so out of control. And a lot of them are just defeated by their illusions. Like, they're just coming to terms with the fact that they have been lying to themselves for so long. And it's hurting. It's hurting them, you know. I feel like an major opening of the heart chakra here. Like, some of them possibly root chakra, okay, like fear coming in here. A lot of them are facing some karma, maybe with like parental figures here. Some of them are angry. Some of them are very, very angry with their parental figures. Okay. For some of the expectations that have been placed on them, you know, some of them are blaming their I'm telling you, they're blaming their parents. Okay. Some of them are blaming children. Some of them are blaming children. Okay. Some of them are blaming maybe like a karmic partner having to do with that stuff like that. Like, I feel like a lot of family animosity coming in right now, and this is actually it's a clearing of karma. It is, because a lot of them are reliving some things from their childhood. I do feel maybe thinking about some things, regrets kind of coming in here, reliving some memories. You know, it's like literally they're looking back at their path and going, why didn't I go the other way? You know, stuff like that. Okay. But connecting energy, self-respect, that's huge. Self-respect and the Four of Swords in reverse. So this is big because it's kind of like, yeah, this is it right here. This is where the path is leading you, believe it or not. Okay? To your power, basically, your powerhouse, so to speak. All right? So the path is leading you here. All right? Yeah, you're going to have to go through some windy roads, right? But Swords is guiding you. Okay? But remembering to trust that source is guiding you. Okay? And that even when it's dark, okay, even when the path is dark, all right, that you're still being guided, that you're still being pulled through. Okay? That you're still being pulled through. And that you need to get out of your head about it. Okay? Stop overthinking. Stop overthinking. I think a lot of you are still overthinking your path. You're still overthinking your journey. You're still overthinking your connection. Okay? But this is what I mean. Like, I feel like a lot of divine feminines are being pulled back from that narcissist track. Okay? That's good. That's really good. Because this I feel a lot of divine feminines were going this way. And hopefully more of you are getting back on this path here. Okay? All right, so feminine to masculine songs remind me of you for sure. Masculine to feminine, sexual energy, definitely. If there's dark night of the soul, there's definitely sexual energy coming in. Actually, that's really interesting because Kayla told me yesterday she was feeling sexual energy out of nowhere. Yeah, sexual energy big time. A lot of divine masculines, especially masculine energy, whatever, in dark night of the soul. Okay, but just, yes, luck is on your side. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. This is what I was talking about with a new path, okay? If you're being led, just know everything's going to work out, okay? Stop relapsing into fear, okay? All right, guys. I hope this has helped. If it has, please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.